What's up, guys? It's Deepak Shukla here again, back with a Serpwizz update on one of the elements of the report to discuss it with your potential client, so or whoever you're looking at. So usability really refers to a site being user friendly and ultimately how how quick. It's really a combination of all of these things here, to be honest with you. So it's the URL, favicon, custom 404 pages, load time. So we'll take a look at all of these elements in later videos. But fundamentally, if you've got a client and they score an A from a usability perspective, then it really is about the fact that it can loads pretty quickly and it's pretty easy to navigate. And I want to show you some examples of how to interpret this. So we're looking here at pearlemon.com. So this is the site, okay, and you can go through and it's pretty clear what we're doing. I still think there's some things that we could make clearer, to be honest with you, like free training course, SEO training course. So I think I'm going to rewrite that section completely. If we go over to a different site I was looking at, so definitely from a UX UI perspective, you might say that there's it's a bit less clear what's going on, but it's still overall pretty decent because you've got the phone number there, you've got an email there, you've got a call to action button there, and it loads very quickly as a one-page website. So it still score well from a usability perspective, which is different from kind of the user experience, which might mean it's a little bit more confusing. So that's something to keep in mind when you're looking at this section of it, usability. And it's just how accessible and easy the site is to load, and it's a combination of all of these factors, which, as you can see, are largely the same for both of these sites, even though they look quite different, because we're looking at, as we said, how easy it is to load a site and to use the site, and both of them score pretty well. Let's see if we can find a site that Craigslist is probably going to be a bad example of one, but probably does have an A for usability. But let's just, okay, no, you know what? Probably, hopefully, it doesn't. So what we'll do is we'll audit this site, we'll submit it there, website URL added successfully, and I'm just going to pause it while the site loads, the report loads. You know what? Let's look at the report in real time, in fact. So feel free to skip forward in this video as it's loading. As you can see, we're already at 60% and 85%. But we're just monitoring this single page, as you know. So let's have a look at the usability score that it gets and see. So it's got an A as well. I presume that it is because I guess it is simple enough to navigate. I think that I need to get some more instruction as to the finer points of how usability works. But anyway, if it is indeed what I think it is, which is these areas, then it would make sense that it's fine. It's a fast load, fast page, small page size, etc., etc. So I hope all of that makes sense for the limited information I've given you, but usability is an important part of the experience. If you're loading fast, you've got a small page, and the language is detected. All of these stuff is gonna really help usability. Cheers, guys.